as you can see, that's us all set up there, and then just a bit further down there, we'll zoom in, there's another chap there. Sun's out again. Start getting a few bites and stuff. Right, I've had another 4 of these on the trot now. Bite on both rods. Hello mate. I've only had a few casts. How's it going everyone? Welcome in, I'm Carl. So I've just done an hour and a bit's drive to get here, and I've decided to pull up at Salthouse. I'm trying to sort of keep with the theme of trying new spots, and I've never fished here before. So I've got all the gear in the back, as you can see. I'm now about to get out. I'm not going to take the trolley today because that's all like deep shingle, so the trolley won't pull over it. So I'm going to whack it all on my shoulder and back, walk over the hill and set up for the high tide. We've got about 2.5 hours before a high, and I'm going to do the same down again as well, and we'll see how it goes. First 3 hours or so will be in light, and then after that we'll go into dark and see how it goes. So welcome in. Let's go. Let's catch some fish, hopefully. Yeah, let's go. So we're actually in a Vauxhall Mocha today. We're not in the van, or the Rover, or the Astra. We're testing this one out to see if the gear fit in here okay. And as you can see, it does. Okay, so we're down on the beach. We've got a chap over to our right about 80 yards away, something like that. Got both rods out. I've got the smaller rod flicked out 20-30 yards with a, I'm trying to think what I put on it, mackerel and a bit of squid, I think. And we're just going to see what's close in and what's running along the, along the bottom of the shelf and stuff like that. And then I've just put the big rod out and I've just put a big squid bait on there. Quite a substantial size one. Pulled the head off. It's here somewhere. He says. Look, got a wasp chasing me around. Basically there. A big old squid like that, but I've chopped it in half and I'm only using half of it because that's obviously a bit big. I've got all sorts of bait down there as well. Got my towel all set up ready to go, and rods are ready for their first cast. So we've got chocolate brown water, we've got a bit of a swell rolling in, but nothing to worry about. Hopefully it's going to deepen up as the tide come up. Well, it will do. We've got nice big high tides tonight. I think we got a 5.2 metre showing on the tide table, so that's pretty deep for our coast. So hopefully one of these rods will start bobbing away and we'll get the first fish. I'll do my best. Sun's now sort of starting to go down in the background. Every now and again that's like really sunny, which is why I've got these on, and then the cloud goes across and that goes all grey and dull sort of thing. So I'm just covering both at the moment. I'll spin you around, we'll have a little look at the rods and let's see if we can get some bites. Now I know you can't see the second rod too well because the tip's right next to the other one, but I'll sort it out in a bit and I'll probably swap them around so you can see them better. We'll just do this for the first cast and then we'll switch them around. Just as I'm talking, some bigger waves are starting to roll in out of nowhere. It's a bit strange. You can see what sort of sky we got. It's a bit overcast, sort of dully, sort of cloudy. It's not freezing, but I've got my suit and everything on, so it's not like hot. I think that's 9 degrees at the moment, but it's probably going to go down to like 5, 4 as the evening sort of kicks in. So we'll keep an eye on these rods for a little bit. We'll give them sort of 15-20 minutes. and then we'll bring them in. We'll see if we've got any weeds, see if we've got any bait left on them, see if we've been crabbed, or better still, hopefully we'll get a bite before we reel in, before it's time to reel in. Right, let's have a little look around the area, shall we, so we can see what's what, and then we'll start fishing. So as you can see, that's us all set up there, and then just a bit further down there, we'll zoom in, there's another chap there, the blue shelter up, a couple of rods out as well. Hopefully he's getting a few fish. I'll probably have a chat with him later on and see how he's getting on. I should be able to see what he catches from now on, basically. Down to the left, that's what we got. It's pretty much barren, there's no one about apart from Mr. Seagull a little bit further down there if you look on the top of the hill there. This guy's got all nice crazy patterns in there, quite cool. So, first cast, bit of weed on the leader knots and the trace knots. Wasn't really on the hooks or nothing like that though, so that's good. It was only tiny little bits, so it wasn't nothing crazy, nothing to worry about. I shouldn't masturbate or anything, hopefully. So I've just put the big rod out on the other side now. The smaller rod on this side, so when we turn around and look at the rods, you can see them nicely. And no bites yet, but I've literally been out 15 minutes. Just brought it in to check her hooks and etc, etc. We're looking good, we're not looking like we're getting chewed up by crabs or anything like that, which is pretty good. So now it's a case of just having a few casts and trying to get some bites. I've literally gone 15 yards with a lump of squid on the big rod, just literally give it a little flick down in the edge and then big rollers, and the 2-hook flapper on the other rod. Got a piece of mackerel, piece of squid on different hooks, and I've flicked that out probably 40 yards, something like that, gone a little bit further. And we'll just see what we pick up, see what starts to get the bites, start moving the gear about a bit, and hopefully we'll start getting a few bites. Time now is 7:20. High tide is 9:15, so we've got a little while coming up. Hopefully something's going to happen. Sun's looking like it's going to come back out again now. I took my sunglasses off now. It's now starting to come back out. Got a fishing boat now going across, big old netter. So there's been some fish out there, I reckon. But where we are today, as far as I know, it's nice and deep, quite close in, so we don't need to be whacking it right out there. We want to be down the bottom of the shelf. Hopefully the fish are patrolling along the bottom of it. We've had some big tides over the last sort of 3 or 4 days, so it's turned over all sorts of stuff. So there should all be food and stuff all just floating around in the water. It's a nice chocolatey brown colour. So they'll just be going around snapping at stuff instead of sight feeding. And hopefully one of the rods is going to go It's what we want. We've got the clutches set ready for it. We just got to hope it's going to happen. We've got plenty of good baits here. We've got baby squid. We've got massive squid. We've got 2 big wraps of black lug. We've got a packet of razor. We've got a mackerel. And we've got a load of this crab. So hopefully something out of this lot is going to start getting us some bites. I'll show you a bit more close up on the old baits in a little bit. Just want to see one of them rods go, beat the old blank. We definitely don't want a blank. Cool. We had one not last session but the session before that. That was a really hard session. And to be fair, the last one was pretty hard as well, but I did manage to pull out a couple of fish. I want this one to be a bit different, to be fair. But you can never push things. You can try, different rigs. You can try different baits. You can try different distances and stuff like that. But you never really can tell what's going to be out there. Oh, yep, we got a bite on the little rod. Spin round. So as you can see, I've spun the rods round. The closer in one now is the shorter rod, and that's the one. It's actually about 40 yards out. If you watch, we've actually got a little tap. I'm going to leave it a little bit just in case it's a flatfish, having a nibble. So that'd be nice, like I say, to get a fish to get off the mark. I've got fairly big baits on, to be fair. I've got quite a chunk of mackerel on there and a hefty bit of squid on the top hook. So yeah, it'll take a half decent fish to give it a good nibble up. So if it is a flounder or something like that, then that's going to need a chance to nibble it up and actually get hooked. But very good to have a bite within the second cast. Now we want to see a fish. The old fishing boat's quite a bit closer in there, so I'll zoom in, we'll have a proper look, shall we? Got some crazy cloud patterns going on with the sun in the background. We've got oranges, reds and all sorts down to the left. We'll have a look at that in a minute, but I'm just keeping an eye on that rod we were looking at. That tapped once more, but it hasn't gone any more, so let's hope it's not a crab. Oh, here we go. That's there. There's something there. That's good news. That's what we want to see. Old matey next door's just pulled in a whiting. I'm pretty sure if I put a bit of black lug on I could probably do the same. But not really trying for them, to be honest. That's some crazy skies I'm going on about. Don't know how well I've shown on camera, but in real life that looks absolutely awesome. Because that's like the sun's poking through little holes in the cloud. That's really smart, to be honest. Sun's out again. 1 minute it's all dull and grey, next minute the sun's back out. It's crazy. That fishing boat's moving back the opposite way again now. He went down past me and past the other chap, and he spun round and started going the other way. So there's obviously some fish right in front of us, but he's like, I guess, probably half a mile off. It's hard to tell and judge where a boat is to how far off it is, but he ain't that far off. The old tide's climbing up a slope now. As you can see, it's just there. Got about an hour left till high tide. Some of the waves are starting to roll in a bit bigger now. There's not too much happening really. I had a couple of bites which have ended up not being anything. I don't know if they're crabs or not. I don't think they were, because they're sharp little bites. But I'm out there with big baits on at the moment. I'm trying to go for bigger fish at the moment, so I'm pretty sure I'll end up with some smaller fish after dark. But at the moment I've got big chunky baits out there, hoping for maybe a ray or a smoothhound, something like that. In the distance there you can actually see the fishing boat going back every way. Look. It's a really nice evening. It's just not a great deal happening right this second. Just went a bit slack on the big rod then, that's what made me get up. That'd be very nice to see that go launching off with the crab on it. No one else joined us on the beach yet, just me and the chap next door, I assure you. Can't see anyone further down to the left. Come on, fishies. I thought the best time here would probably be sort of 2.5 hours up, 2.5 hours down, and then just see how it goes. Obviously, if I'm still fishing well, then carry on. I don't really know this beach, so I can't really give loads of detail because I've never actually fished it. Fished further down the coast there at Weybourne and Clay and places like that, Cly, whatever you want to call it. But not actually fished this bit. Well, I did come and have a look here at low tide the other day, and it's a nice shelf that goes straight down. You know, quite a decent angle. So at high tide, there should be quite a depth there, to be honest. Really don't need to be casting out a long way. I want to be down there in that deep water. Come on, we want to hear one of these reels start screaming. The waves are starting to blast to the top of the next little shingle bank going now. I reckon might just come over the top if I'm unlucky on a couple of big waves. Let's hope I don't go through the shelter. Shouldn't do, but you never know. What I have noticed is the tide's really ripping my lines around that way. So I'm going to start casting up tide so they come down in front of me. Hopefully we're not covered in weed. Don't mind a bit being on the knots as long as it's not all around the hooks and stuff. So we can actually get bites. Okay, so we're off the mark. They're still fishy. Big old whiting. Big long massive great thing. Not bad beast really, not bad beast. It's a good start. I'm going to measure that. That's actually pretty decent. It's quite a beast really. Couldn't get it to stay still on the board, but you can see exactly where it is. No blank, that's all good. Just got little bits of weed on the line like this, you see in here. Sort of getting a few little bits like that, a few bits on the top of the eye, up the top. The line's twisting up a bit on there, I might have to do something with that. It's quite fresh on as well, so it shouldn't really be like that. So we've got razor on the top, mini squid on the bottom, and we're just going to tap it out there. Not too far. Probably 30 yards, something like that. I don't know what's going on with my line here, it's all twisting up. If I keep doing that, I'm going to have to re-spool it the other way. So it's fresh line, but it's being a right pain. Right, I'm going to bring in the other rod while we're here. That's out there with a crab on, but there probably ain't much crab left. So we ain't got too much weed. That fishing boat's getting closer and closer to the shore. Clearly fish out there, because you just keep going backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. Right, nothing on that one. Got a bit of weed on there as normal. Still got a crab on, to be honest, but doubt it's got much juice left in it. It's been out there probably 20 minutes or so. I'm going to whip him off and put a nice big squid and black lug cocktail out, I think. A nice big decent size hook on this one. I've got a squid and black all bound up, which will feed up a line on the hook. This hook has got the bait grabbers on the back of it, so it keeps it all nice and streamlined. It doesn't slide down, which is nice. And the hook sticks out the middle quite nicely. Hopefully pulls in a decent fish. Not sure if you can quite see me at the shelter here. You're probably watching the other rod at the moment. We're now going to put this one back out. Hopefully you can see that. Quite a decent squid and black lug bait, chunky one. Just sort the old wires out on the weight. Tide's literally right in front of me now, it's right there. Let's get this one back out there. Mate. I've only had a few casts, but just whiting at the moment.
Yeah, that's all I've been getting is white.
Hopefully that'll switch on as it get dark.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. I don't know if that dredge has done a bit of damage though.
Yeah, you keep going backwards and forwards, don't I? I noticed that.
Yeah, hoping for some hounds.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for.
Been a few coming out, haven't they?
Yeah.
But,
You can only try, can't you? Sit there on the big baits and hope so.
yeah, that's it. Are you TikTok or YouTube?
YouTube.
On on TikTok.
Oh, right.
I'm Fishing UK, nice to meet you.
All right. Waterside fishing adventures.
Ah, okay.
Carl, yeah. Yeah, hopefully. Got crab on the big rod and then just messing around in the sides, small stuff.
Similar to what I'm doing. I'm trying everything tonight. One out and one in and just see
Normally
what...
there's some little flatties and
Yeah,
stuff on the sides and little bass.
I fished here last week. Loads of dogfish. Dogfish, white and dabs. Had some little only baby pup hounds out.
Yeah.
But that was it. And then fished Cly on Sunday last week. Nothing, just white and the dabs.
No.
So,
It's weird how it going. I tried trimming them, what, 2 weeks ago now?
yeah.
Didn't even get a bite.
Mad, isn't it?
Unbelievable.
They usually switch on by now, but
Yeah,
don't know what's happening.
I think I'll be alright.
Yeah.
Let it get dark and we should get a couple.
I think they're fishing well at Hun Stanton at the minute, and they're getting quite a few bass out of there.
Yeah.
So, if that northerly wind hadn't been in, I'd have probably gone there tonight. But
Shallower down there as well, aren't it? So I like the depth close in there myself. That normally help, doesn't it? But
so I'm going to give trimming a go Wednesday night.
Oh yeah? That might be different every night. That's weird down there.
It can change, can't it?
Yeah, literally can.
Right, I'll let you get on, buddy.
Yeah, hope you get a few.
See you later.
Yeah. Just had a knock on the big rod there, on the big chunk of squid and black wrap. Something hit it, but hasn't carried on yet. But let's give it a chance. Got a big old dredger out there doing its thing. Don't know if that's helping us too much, but it's a fair way out. So yeah, it's putting colour in the water, stirring everything up, but can't really see why it would stop us getting some bites, especially right out there. I'm pretty sure there's going to be some fish on the edge over the high tide or when it turns, especially as it gets dark. But you never can tell. That fishing boat's down to the left now, and he's now about to spin round and come back down here again. So something's going on. He wouldn't be there for no reason, would he? The old fishing boat. He's been up and down for over an hour now, as long as I've been here, basically. Yeah, he's obviously stirring things up, but also, I don't think that's enough to worry about. I am watching that rod for that bite, don't you worry. It just hasn't gone again yet. That should absolutely hammer if something take out. It's a big old bait. It takes something decent to take out. Or Ray to sit on top of it and start chomping it up. See the old fishing boat there in the distance now doing the sort of spin round and getting ready to come back this way. Must have loads of fish on board now. Been how many times it's been up and down. Right, I'm going to get the old tip lights and that ready. For the next cast I bring it in, I'm going to put the lights on, get my headlamp on. And it's not going to be too far off being sunset soon. There's the old dredger going past. Waves are roughing up a bit. Just had a really good knock on the big bait rod, but I only went to once. Something hit it and I stopped, but that could go again any minute. And we're already getting taps on the smaller rod. It's only been out there a minute or so. The big one could be interesting. It's another big chunky bit of squid with some blacks in it. It's nice to start getting a few bites and stuff, but don't want them all to be whiting, to be honest. It'd be nice if we can get a smoothhound or a ray or bass, some flatties, just something totally different from whiting. The old tips to tapping on both rods, to be honest. The big one actually went, I thought, whoa, that looked good, but ain't done anything since, whereas the other one's tapping away, so there's probably a whiting on there. But let's keep fighting through. Let's keep putting big baits out on the big rod, because it's got every chance as long as you've got a bait out there, isn't it? And I'm going to keep probably putting crab on the bottom of the small close-in rod as well. We'll just see how it goes. Oh, just been slacked on the big rod. Hang on. Well, nothing came of that on the big rod, but the smaller rod is now going again, as you can see. So now I've put the camera on and I stopped. It was thumping away and it just kept going. But I'll let you know what that one is when we bring it in, if there's something on there. Hope there's something different. Oh, big rod's going again. Right, I'm going to have to bring these in and see what's going on. Becoming a little bit non-stop, but we don't want it to be whiting non-stop. Don't get me wrong, it's nice to catch fish. You know, I'd much rather sit here catching whiting than nothing, but I would definitely love to see another species as well. Bit of weed come up the line, but I could definitely feel something there. Something bumping around in them waves on the side there. Another big old whiting. Looks like there's going to be a few of these big old chunky whiting out there tonight then. Why aren't they touching that crab bait on the bottom there? Really surprised that they ain't taking that. I'm not complaining because I wanted to stay out there obviously for something else. The length of these are quite decent. Let's have a measure. $34. Some of these whiting, they might be a little bit skinny-ish, but the length of them is pretty decent. Right, let's get it back in, your center whiting, and let's hope it's something different on the other rod. Small whiting took me squid and black bait that time, look. Just munching it down before anything else bigger can get it. So I'll drop these two casts really short. I'm on about like 20 yards, maybe just over with the bigger rod. Because at the moment where I'm getting all them white and I've been hitting out a bit, sort of, I don't know, 50, 60, 70 yards, something like that. And that's where they seem to be. So I thought if I drop them really short, we'll see what happens in this cast. Same baits again, obviously fresh ones, but using the same things. It's now just a case of sitting back and seeing if they're white. They're literally on the edge of the waves as well. Be surprised if they are, but they might be. Hopefully we'll find a bass or something like that down the edge. Thumping bite on the big rod. Thumping bite. Is it a whiting or is it something different? Looked a bit fierce to be a whiting, but it could be. But go again really, but it has gone 2 or 3 times already. Let's see what's happening, shall we? Yeah. We weren't very far out at all, but I could have also been bouncing around in the waves, but it was definitely a bite. Nothing there. What? Okay, I was expecting that to be a bass or a smoothie or something, to be honest. That was bumping quite hard when I first went. Well, the story at the moment is just more of these. Every cast. I'm not showing you them all. I've got a bite on the big rod now as well. It's bumping away, so I'm going to go and check. The big rod was just smashing down and now it's gone slack. I'll get this whiting back. Oh, it's all happening at the same time. Get this white back, wipe my hands, and hopefully there's something there. Oh, this was hammering. Just catch up with it. Hopefully we've got something. Oh, really? Come on. That went off like a smoothie going off down tide. Was thumping and playing. If that's a whiting, I'm going to be very surprised. Trip the lead and start going off down that way. But I don't feel huge if it is anything. Oh, really? That was a little pup. Not so maybe a doggy. Come off just down there in the waves there. Oh, I can't believe the bite that gave. Absolutely thumped. Right, I've had another 4 of these on a trot now. Just waiting. Wee. Don't want me to hold it. Waiting that sort of size. I'm literally hitting the water at the moment and they're just going bang. That one's already going again. It's getting a bit crazy now. We want them to be something else really, but at least we're getting some fish, but let's try and get something else. I'm putting massive baits out. They're like massive great things and they're still just getting on the hooks. Bite on both rods. They're both actually slackened off. So if they pull again, they're going to do well to pull down. The bites are pretty quick now. You're not in the water long and they're getting whacked. See the old big rod's getting hit. Hit it. Look at that. Look at, whoa. That was a good pull down, wasn't it? I'm going to leave it a little bit this time because I had a good pull down like that a little while ago and didn't get it. And that's the sort of thing a ray does, isn't it? So I'm going to sit on my hands a bit and wait. But the other one was thumping around as well, but that's gone slack, so that probably ain't going to go again. But there's 2 baits on that one, so you never know, might get a double header. Want something else though? Come on, we need something else. Come on. Seem to be flattening off a bit out there now. The waves are not as crazy as they were. Oh, look at that for a pull down. See how that just thumped that big rod? But that's what I struck a little while ago and that felt really heavy all the way in and then there weren't nothing there. And then the time before that it was a little doggy, wasn't there? It's dropped off just in the bottom of the bank there. Could be doggy bites, but they're quite fierce. Well, this just took a... Bear with me. That just took a crab and lug bait. It's a bit of a clonker for a whiting, but that was thumping on the way in. Oh, my light's just gone off. Headlamp's on. I'll have to put my other light back on in a minute. You can see what it is, okay, and the other rod's thumping away. Let's have a quick measure, shall we? Because that is a decent length. That is 37.5. That ain't bad, is it? You can clearly see that's a big long white and that's quite a decent sized fish as well. Not bad. Let's put it back in. See what else is out there for us. Another whiting taking a massive bait. 34. They're big, huge, long whiting. They're fairly chunky to be fair. I mean, look at it. It's quite a beast. Right, let's get it back. That's what seemed to be out there. I mean, that's better than catching pins, isn't it? But not really what we're after. But definitely much better than catching no fish. So let's get it back. Get some more massive baits on. You want to see the size of the baits I'm putting on. I'll show you in a minute. That one was like a huge squid. I'm talking a big, huge Ilex squid. That was massive. And I still got that. That whiting that just came in, that big one. I'm putting them on. I mean, that's a massive bait. I wasn't even expecting to get a bite, to be honest. I was just thinking, well, if something's going to take it, it's going to be big and drip it all over me. But yeah, that took that. Which is a, a fairly sizable squid, isn't it? It's not exactly small. And that's what they're taking. I was hoping a smoothhound or something to pick it up, but it doesn't matter what I put out there. I could probably put a bait on like that, and I'm still getting whiting. That's crazy. I'm doing my best to put a massive bait on and fish for them, but crab's doing nothing. They're not even really taking crab, to be honest. So I sort of stopped doing it, but I've been putting on chunks like so, and that sort of size. And yeah, they're I don't want to waste them, to be fair, so there's no point me keep putting them out. I am doing it every, like, I don't know, every 5 casts, something like that, and then putting another half out and seeing how it go. But the 2 hook flapper rod's already going again. Big ones seem to be sitting still for a bit, but yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? But you can only do your best, can't you? You can only fish for what's in front of you. Well, I'm going mega baits, as you see, and they're still taking them, so they're obviously hungry. There's obviously quite a few of them out there, but like I said, they're much better than catching little ones like this, aren't they? They're decent sized fish, so I'm not complaining too much, but I would like another species. Right, I'm gonna leave it for another 4 or 5 fish unless I get something special, or another decent sized one, and I'll come back with something hopefully different, hopefully a bass or something, something totally different, flatty. There just don't seem to be anything out there apart from these big old chunky white. Right, let's go and have a look at this rod. They're sitting there going ding, 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 just tapping away. Suppose there's no double header on that rod, to be honest. It's 11 o'clock now, so the tide is over an hour down after slack water and everything, and it's gone a bit quiet. I've got a massive squid bait out on the big rod, so I think that's what's keeping that quiet, even though we had that big huge whiting on it. And the 2 hook flapper rod has got a bit of black lug on the bottom, quite a nice, decent bit. And then on the top, I've got a mini squid. I think what I'll do is I'll probably give it another hour, and then I've been here 6 hours. I think that's sort of plenty of time when there's not much else about apart from Mr. White. I've probably had about somewhere between 20 and 30 now, probably 24, 25. I ain't been bringing them all to camera. They ain't all been massive great things like the ones I've been showing you, but 90% of them have been decent size, over 30 on the measure, which is nice. I've had a couple of smaller ones, but literally only a couple, so I don't mind that too much. Shame we didn't get that little doggy to come up the beach, because that would have been another species. But I wouldn't have got down there to it. As soon as it come off, sort of thing, the wave rolled over and it just took it straight back out, so I couldn't have run down to it or nothing. That wasn't nothing massive or anything. Surprised there's no dabs about. I've got small hooks on the smaller rod, so could quite easily hook up. Oh, we're getting a bite on the smaller rod. It's going up and down with the waves, but you'll see it go sharp when it's actually a proper bite from the fish. Go. Definitely something there. Cool. Hit it that time, didn't it? Doing, 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 doing. I'm going to leave it this time because I can't believe I ain't had a double header on there all night. Oh, it's gone a bit slack, that's why I was pulling funny. But if that was a smoothie or a ray or something going off down tide, that would be taking line, so. Bit of wind picked up now, it's coming in quite hard now. Probably 15-20 mile an hour. Straight in the face. So I'm now going to bring in the big rod. It's probably my last cast now. Nothing happening now, the water's disappearing. We're losing the depth. We're not getting any bites. It's not great. Well, I don't mind not getting the whiting, but we're not getting anything else either. Saying that, something feels like it's tapping around on here, but it's probably a whiting anyway. I ain't seen no bites. Might just be dragging the sand and clay, etc. Bump up a thing. No, can't see anything, to be honest. No. Just getting tired, getting towards the end of the night. Oh, most of the squid's gone. That's crazy. I had a huge squid bait on there. It's completely gone. I'm going to put this one around the side here. Like I say, that one's not going out again. We've got one more to bring in, so let's go and have a look at that, shall we? Ooh. Shouldn't complain too much really, because some of them whiting tonight were right old clunkers. This is heavy. Have we found some weed or have we found a whiting? I did see a couple of taps on this maybe 10 minutes ago. I didn't think nothing of it, to be honest, because it went a couple of times and then stopped, so I just thought, oh, could be crab, might be a small whiting. Whatever it was just came off, because that's just gone really slack. So that wasn't nothing too crazy. Bottom bait pretty much gone, so it's top bait, so baits are stripped that time. But as I said, it's gone really quiet, so there's not a lot of point in me keep putting bait out there and wasting it. It's not cheap, especially the amount of time I go a month. That add up to quite a lot of money, to be fair. Big old bit black lug like that, you don't get many of them for what, £7 is it? For 10 now? What's happened here? It's all spun up for some reason. Right, I'm going to sort these all out. I'm not going to keep you on because obviously you don't want to stand there watching me. Or sit there watching me untangle a rig. Okay, so back in the car. Whew. Another toughish session. Spit it out, getting tired. But we did have some big old whiting, didn't we? So we can't really complain too much. Excuse me, I've still got a funny chest and throat and stuff. Still feeling a bit rough. Couldn't find them smoothies though. No smoothies, no rays, no bass. Just weren't there. Nothing else was there. I couldn't even get a dab. But I could find them whiting. But I had to put big chunky baits on to get them. They didn't want, you know, tiny little bits of lug and stuff like that. They wanted big chunky, huge bits of squid with blacks on the side of them and razor and all mixed up. You know, they wanted everything. But there we go. Let's caught some fish. We probably had, I would say, just over 30 fish altogether, so not too bad. At least we caught some fish, and better than a blank. Definitely. Right, so thank you very much for watching. Please give us a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and if you want to leave a comment down below, I'll answer all my comments that I get. So thanks very much, and I'll see you all soon in the next one. Bye for now.